tutorial with you today about how you can ground yourself and recognize how wonderfully beautiful you are today. Today I did an energy update, and the words that came through were you, give, communication, sitting with yourself in nature, and journaling. These were the messages that came through in my energy update reading that I did this morning, which you can check it out on my YouTube channel. These are little videos that I create every day to bring myself into the present moment and connect with my energy, as I believe that everything is one and you are connected to me through energy, and um, there might be a message in there for you also that you might need to hear. And I've started sharing these little videos and way to connect art and visually bring beauty into the world by doing these little exercises. So when you look at these words, it says you. When you give yourself the compassion, kindness, and communication that you deserve, when you sit with yourself alone, connecting to nature and writing down your thoughts, you become aligned with your true self. And so, being inspired by these words that I picked in the energy update today, I will be creating a piece. And as we all know, when we think about you as a person, when you look at yourself in your palms, we're told that the thumbprints that we have are actually very original to who we are. Nobody has them. So I figured that to understand and bring that into the artwork. Now these sessions are really simple. You don't need many things, like I'm using just a sheet of paper here and a normal ink pen. I like to take the back of the ink pen out, but of course this is very personal. The ink that I'm using is of Ecoline. I love Ecoline. I just have a thing for them. They're absolutely beautiful. They move really nicely with the sheet of paper. And today's exercise that I'll be sharing is about understanding how unique you are. So if you just grab yourself a sheet of paper and a pen, the pen could be anything, it could be a pencil even if that's what you have in hand, and think of your, like, observe the thumbprint of your hand and see if you can lose yourself into the way it is kind of happening here, like really, sorry, there's the camera, sorry, like look very closely as to the little lines that you can see. This camera is this side, sorry, I hope it's coming through. So this is my inspiration for today. Using these words, I'm going into using my thumbprints and see if I can be inspired by it to create. At times we don't have the words to express how we're feeling, and so sometimes it's a good idea to take a pen and start doodling. Words aren't always as effective as we'd want them to at times, and so that's where doodling and symbolism comes into play. So as you can see, I'm bringing in the form of my finger also. And allow yourself to be really slow. Don't rush through this process. It's a nice way of connecting your eyes to the sheet of paper and then allowing your mind to kind of lose itself and see where the line goes. There's no need to be in control of it. You just have to observe how your hand is moving and how it wants to be moved, rather than you pushing it around. Excuse my throat. Once you've done that, you look very closely in it and see if you can repeat that again by creating a little thumb print. And this time, try not to look at your hand, but to actually go with what you've already done. And use that as an inspiration. For these sort of exercises, I highly recommend that you don't get flustered into what colors to use and what shades to use. Please use the color that makes you smile. Just one color is enough. You don't need too many things when you do art. It's a myth that you can't do it without this or that. Just hold your eyes on the sheet of paper. Follow your hand slowly and smoothly. Change the way you're drawing the shape of your thumb. Break it apart. There's no need to be monotony to it, because remember, what we're focusing on is you. You who is original, who is unique, who is just beautiful the way you are. So we're acknowledging and understanding our being as just how it's meant to be. We're not changing anything, we're just following our thumbprint and allowing us to play with it as we choose to make it. It has a very grounding effect on your mind, and as your eyes connect to your hands, it helps to bring you into the present. Keep holding your gaze on the sheet of paper. Look how each of the segments that you're creating are so different from the other, but yet so similar. That's how all your fingers are too. Give yourself the freedom to increase the size. Play with the size, decrease it, increase it. Enjoy the way it's moving, enjoy the rhythm of it, the flow of it. Become very, very present in this moment. Take a deep breath in as you're doing this. And exhale calmly and kindly. You go through so much through the day. Make this time as the time that you sit with yourself. To have this conversation. A conversation like a friend. You're building a connection within yourself. You're making yourself a priority. Because you recognize that nothing happens outside of you. It is all within you. Your purpose of being is to just be. With no judgments, with no expectations, and no need. In this moment, you're bringing yourself onto the sheet of paper with this blue or whatever color that you're using. And you're just letting the lines and shapes just to flow out without wondering what it will look like and what it's meant to look like. You're being in the journey. You're enjoying the present moment by becoming fully aware of your connection with your hand and your eyes. Excuse me for my throat. Sorry about it. There are days when the outside world doesn't make sense to us and we feel too alone or too shattered to even start anywhere. This is a great exercise to bring you into the moment and make you feel connected to that what you are, who you are. You are a free-flowing human being. You are a soul that resides in this body. You are limitless. You are awakened. You are beautiful. And you are so alive. Look how each thumbprint that we're creating is changing from the other, either in color, size, movement, form. The connection you're building with your hands and eyes and soul, and your whole body is sitting here submitting itself to the unknown of what is going to get created. Life is all about that. Submitting yourself to the unknown, surrendering to what will be. There is no control. There's no need to control, because the forms will come out of you just the way they're meant to if you allow them. It's just a few minutes that help you become so kind with yourself, that help you come into the present, that help you come and see every thumbprint is different, every breath you take in is different, and yet it's all the same. Give yourself the permission to break free from the mold of what you think a thumbprint needs to look like. Give it a more organic shape. Give it a shape that comes to your hand, to your heart, to your eyes, with no judgment and no control. This is you holding your own hand, you becoming your own healer, you recognizing how original and beautiful you are, how unique your purpose is. You're aligning yourself. Your eyes are in connection with your hand. Your hand is in connection with your energy. Your energy, your soul is connected to the universe. And the universe becomes you, and you become the universe. Be patient with yourself. You are like this artwork that's being made, that's constantly being changed, molded. Be flexible. And most of all, be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. For everyone has a journey of their own. Be bold. When speaking your truth, be bold. For owning your faults and mistakes, be bold. Be honest. Be honest with yourself first, for that will lead you to be honest with others too one day. But your foremost relationship that matters is the relationship you have with yourself. Today you need you. Today you need yourself. You're being called to go within, to find your true authentic voice. And your voice might just be to sit in silence today. And that is okay. Give yourself the permission to be okay in doing what your heart desires and wants. This exercise will help you ground your being, to become very present and gain clarity and understanding of what it means to be original, what it means. It will reinforce the idea over and over again that every day you have the liberty to change yourself into that who you want to be. You were not placed on this planet to follow like sheep. You are not the sheep. You are born with a vision, a dream that nobody shares, a dream that only is yours, a dream that was planted in your heart, a dream that is your baby. Don't expect others to understand, don't expect others to help you. Just know that the universe will make the way when you are ready to open yourself up to your dreams. Everything that you've experienced so far, excuse me, everything that you are today, it's because of all the experiences that make you unique, all those things that make you you. You didn't come here to be a photocopy. You came here to be an original artwork of the Creator. Notice how your hand becomes confident in what it's doing, and yet it might question, how is it all coming about? What is it going to look like? Allow that chatter, those questions, to fade away. Let them come to the surface. But there's no need to respond to it. No need to find the answers. Sometimes it's just nice to not be asking all the time. And submitting yourself to what is. When we think of these words here, you, give. So you is symbolized by the thumbprint. So we'll just say, for example, we'll write it here. You is the thumb print. Sorry. Give is the time you're giving. So you're giving yourself the time to be with yourself. By giving yourself the time, you are learning how to communicate with yourself. As you're communicating with yourself, you are observing your thumbprint, which is nature. You are part of nature. So you become observing of all that surrounds you. And once you do that, you start creating. So journaling this is journaling. Journaling is writing down your thoughts. When you write your thoughts down, it comes out in words. But when you when you work with your energy, it comes out in symbols. So journaling symbols. And that's what this exercise is about. Is making yourself a priority, giving yourself the time to understand you are unique, communicating with yourself, having a conversation in this moment in time. You might want to fill the whole sheet up, that's totally up to you, but even like a few minutes of doing conscious art, creating something with the intention to go within yourself, helps you through your day to bring clarity, to calm your nerves, and to give you this space where you can just be you without any judgment or playing any kind of rules. I hope this helps in some way. Please send a comment or send me a message. You can connect through my Instagram also, and I will try and share these little videos. I'm going to try and do them on alternate days, so stay tuned to them. I hope they help, and I hope you have a lovely day, everyone. Take good care of yourselves.